So, yeah, um, yeah, small issue coming up. Uh,
Yep.
as Narcus, he stands in your way and like he gets close to you, like he's letting you know you're not going around me, fella. And he says, we're gonna sit down and ask you some questions real quick. Um, yeah, what do you guys do?
I'm
I
just
would.
like hinting you. I'm like, yo, whenever you say the word.
Are we going to rain down hell on these barracks during when I'm sitting inside, unarmed and undefended?
I
I mean,
mean,
I suppose me and Artis are near the door with Narcus, and everyone else is just sitting down, right? Right, Justin?
Yeah,
But it's between us and the door, I guess.
I wanted to mention this too, though. Artists, what one thing you can do is when there's a consequence, um, you can roll a resistance for a consequence. Um, right? You can like stare this guy down or something and say like, I'll
Yeah, you
answer.
can roll resolve.
Yeah, like say I don't answer to you, and you answer to my boss, and he told me what to say, kind of thing, right? And try to get around him. A resistance roll basically is a risk to mark stress. Um, you can do that, or you can let it pass on. You can give the go sign to your buddies to like, let's murder these guys. It's up to you how you want to go about this. I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for the action when I'm just standing in front of the some well
Well,
physically fit person.
the resistance is not an action roll. It lets you avoid this consequence
Oh,
entirely. The only
so you
downside
will
is
not
that
be
you,
standing in front of me anymore, right?
yeah,
Not preventing me from leaving anymore.
yeah. The only downside is that you'll probably mark some stress. That's the bad side of it.
How much stress am I risking on this kind of action?
So this is a resolve. Um, so you actually click the word resolve on your sheet, and it's going to roll 3 dice. And you're going to take the highest dice, and you're going to mark stress equal to 6 minus the highest dice you rolled.
So if you get a 6, no stress at all.
Yeah.
I see. So maximum 5. Uh,
Pretty much how trauma happens is this.
yes, I'm guessing as much. Well, perhaps I won't be going for trauma on the first
Join
mission.
us.
Oh, you already do have some. I see. Well, no, I won't be avoiding this consequence, and I will be going with the flow for now, and getting ready to answer some question, I guess.
I mean, you could, for example, just
Oh.
switch to a different skill, like command, and just tell him to like sit the fuck down. But
Oh, I could try to roll again with the desperate.
It would be risky now, yeah.
Oh. I mean, you can push it to desperate. Yeah, you could.
Oh,
I'll give
I
you
know.
I'll give you better effect for that, right? I'll give you great effect if you go for a desperate roll.
and I'm risking what's the worst consequence.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
desperate is the most damage and the worst complications. Like.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go with the a command and desperate.
Okay. How do you command this guy? What do you say?
Stand down. What is the name? Damn it, didn't write the name of that.
Narcus
Marcus.
Breakiron.
Okay, stand down, Mr. Breakiron. Unless you want to explain to Maruden, to Mr. Maruden, why you leave his people standing outside in the cold.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a command roll. You are
Yep.
desperate with great effect. Devil's bargain. I have a devil's bargain. Devil's bargain is you have to betray a friend. That you can get this guy to back off, but then you have to kind of rush out of here. And you're gonna have to leave Bingo behind to fend or make his own way out.
Do it, dude. He's ready.
Nah.
I'm giving you a full like feel free, dude.
No, it wouldn't fit the character to betray the one friend.
Yeah.
So it is the spirit in great effect,
Great effect.
Okay. And nobody's died. And
Yeah.
submit. And it is a 5.
Okay.
Do I keep getting 5 and 1? Yes, I do. Okay.
Equal ratio. No, you got one more 5 than you do a 1.
So you're gonna get out of here,
Good.
but I mean, 5 is a success. But I'm gonna give you an option, and I'm gonna pass this option on to Bingo. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna pass this consequence on to Bingo. You get him. You tell him like, back off, or you're gonna have to answer to Maradin, and he just kind of stands there as you go to walk by, and he starts to turn, and so Bingo, it's up to you. You can make a break for it. You guys can just run and get the fuck out of here, but they'll be chasing you, right? You'll be in a situation where you're trying to fend them off as you guys try to get out of the room and like lock the doors. Or Bingo, you can. He's like turn to Artis and like probably gonna punch him in the back of the skull. But you can just open the attack and have yourself kept in here.
Well, Bingo. Justin, let me answer you this. What is the most reckless option there? Because it will be that.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, can I just grab this Narcos guy and shiv him as I just load up on the other guys with the flamethrower?
That would be the most. That would be the craziest. So yeah, Artis, you go walking out, and yeah, Narcos is about to just punch you in the back of the head, to like knock you down and be like, "No, listen here, you answer to me," kind of thing. But Bingo's not having any of that.
I mean, my fake bodyguard is acting as a real bodyguard.
It's
That's
true.
nice.
That's true. So you get a chance to book it, right? You can get out of here, get to the door, as everybody's basically going to try and turn on Bingo. So Bingo,
Isn't that kind of the devil bargain, which I didn't take?
that's what I was giving Bingo as a choice to just take the devil's bargain anyway.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Justin.
Samuel's been getting used to that in the prison.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, I offer you a devil's bargain. If I get a consequence, I may just take the devil's bargain anyway. That's how the devil. That's how the devil does.
He's like, you won't have it? Well, fucking have this.
So yes, this is totally reckless. Bingo, you've just like, I don't know, you've lost your patience, or you're just like, oh, whatever.
Well, I'm just tackling much. I'm like, come on, I want to burn some people. Come on.
I've got this flamethrower, and like, come on. Yeah. So is this? Are you just like behind him all of a sudden, like you crept up, or are you like leaping over the table?
Yeah, I'm pretty much like, leaping across the table towards him, just to like. I mean, ideally, I'd like to behead him, but I don't think I'm gonna do that in one swing. So I just want to shiv him a shit ton in the back, like a knife or something like that, or I just want to spear him. I just don't want to kill him, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess we could cleaver him.
If you're successful, he's a dead man. So
yeah,
however you want it to go.
Ideally, I'd want his head, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Hey, just don't roll back.
And then once he's dead, I want to turn around and just flamethrower and run.
So yeah, let's deal with the attack first. I think it's a skirmish. It seems like a skirmish.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is desperate. We're desperate. We're officially in desperate territory. But it's a fine weapon, right? Your cleaver is your fine weapon.
Wait, so where am I in the room? Am I away from him? Am I close to him? Am I on the other side of the table?
Well, everybody was paying attention to him as he was trying to walk out. You were behind him at first, but maybe you were sort of flanking with him to move out of here. Or...
I suppose I was moving towards the door, hopefully.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but yeah.
So, somehow you are moving around to just attack this guy. If you're coming from the front, you're just like charging him wildly. Or if you're coming from the back, right, you were back by the desk still.
Yeah.
Then you're running that way. So either way, you're getting caught on the inside of the door. But and this is your it's a fine weapon. I mean, you've already got great effect. You are you don't even need not to be trifled with here. But
wow, I was just trying to think of something fun to do with that. How big is this desk?
It's fairly large. I see it as a big, like, a writing desk. You could crush him with a desk if you want.
I was thinking of just like picking up the desk and kind of like throwing it at him and blocking the door in one swift motion, along with him, and he'd probably be dead. But you know what? I'll just leave it for now. I'll keep the stress. I'll just be reckless and just like leap across the room and just kill. Yeah. That's fine.
Cool. The Devil's Bargain.
Ooh, yeah.
Devil's Bargain.
I'm on great effect, by the way, because of the weapon. Yeah.
The Devil's Bargain is... the Devil's Bargain is for harm. It's not a lot. It's basically, you're going to chop this guy, but the other foreman, I mean, they have pistols. Somebody's going to take a shot at you for, I mean, not level 3 harm. I'll say level 2 harm. A flesh wound. If you'd like the extra dice.
I don't think I want the extra dice. I think I'm fine for now. I think he's dead as is. I might take damage on this anyway, that's the thing, so... I don't want to take too much damage, because I know how annoying it is to heal, to be honest. Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
0 bonus die, no assist. Okay. Yeah, no 6s, but, 5. You're probably going to be like, you take level 2 harm.
Well, you're desperate, though.
Oh, yeah, it might even be worse.
So, Artis, you go running as you hear Bandy screaming. Do you even look back, or you just like, fuck this, and you go to the door?
Second option. I'm not a physical person.
Yeah. So you're just out. You're at the door. You're slamming them shut and locking them as per the plan. I'll leave that up to you if you want to slam. You have the complete freedom to slam them shut or wait to see if Bingo can make it out of there. But
I would not be slamming the door.
Okay.
Feel free, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of the slamming the door would be expecting you to, forcing you to stay inside, and I wouldn't do that.
Okay. So, Bingo, you run up and you take off Narcissus' head in one swoop. And yeah, all these guys, they turn and they start shooting at you. So yeah, it's gonna be level 3 harm. This is like point blank pistol shots on Bingo.
Maybe you want some help.
Can I use both armors to resist that and get it down to level 1?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that all at once?
Or also, this is where
resisting.
and you can resist, and this is where Artis can provide you some special armor.
Yeah, would you mind providing me some special armor?
The question is, level 1 arm, is it a regular prime because you're already equipped to deal with this kind of consequence, right? I don't know how long the mission is going to. Well,
That's
perhaps
true.
not so much equipped to to be fired upon at point blank range. Who is, but to mitigate the damage at least. Perhaps we want to keep it for a more unexpected situation where someone gets hurt and is not able to deal with the consequences himself. I don't know how long the
No, that's cool. Don't worry about it.
Like
Mission.
maybe hordes of ghosts or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's happened to me before, so
let's wait up.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, saving it for ghosts is also pretty good, but so that's good.
yeah, smart.
Do you?
Smart.
So you can use both your armors and get it down to level 1. Do you also want to resist?
I'm not going to resist because I've actually got a lot of stress from that flamethrower. I'm going to need it for like not to be trifled with later. So I'm just going to take the level 1 harm.
Okay.
Where am I hit, or how am I wounded?
We're gonna call this. So most of the bullets just bounce off of your armor. I mean, it's close range, but they're not very accurate, and you knew how to like position your armor to them. I think we're gonna call it just like bruising, general bruising. You've got a lot of like bullet bruises all over your back, where it punched your armor but didn't go through and break the skin.
Okay, like a paintball.
Yeah.
Makes it worse, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, you want to head up? You want to bring some ghosts into this?
Yeah. Yeah.
At the same time, I want to flamethrower them back. Just to be clear.
So, go ahead.
Sorry. I think, as kind of almost a flashback, we see Bandy, and what I've done is I've gotten like a huge pile of like old bones and stuff that I found as a better conduit. I kind of positioned it in like wherever the burnt out factory floor underneath this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got out my arcane implements and I've made a pentagram and all that shit.
Okay. Yeah.
As soon as I hear the first gun go off, yeah, I like drop the match to the phosphorus or whatever, and the pentagram starts glowing black, and whatever else arcane needs to happen.
And just to be clear, you were making fun of the people with murder stone pyramids earlier, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So as you're doing this, Bingo can feel that awful wound he took before from your ghosts just hurting because.
Okay, so Bandy, calling forth the ghosts. This is pretty good. So, yeah, you don't need to gather any information because you already know there are ghosts here. Yeah, this is pretty, because, the vengeance, you're trying to convince them to go against the foreman here, which they may be already predisposed to doing. What's the exact command you want to give them?
I would say kill the bourgeoisie, but...
Please don't.
Rise up on your masters and don't kill Bingo again.
I think that's actually. Yeah, thanks, Stu. I think that's actually the right order. Like, take revenge upon your former masters. Okay.
Yeah. They like that idea. They give it a thumbs up. So we are attuning by definition. Oh man, I need a devil's bargain here.
They ignore the second part.
I do have a devil's bargain. The devil's bargain is that you are noticed, not by these people, not by spirit wardens, not by the workers or the lost, but by something else.
The underground demon.
Ooh. I mean, when you put it like that, I have to take it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking that.
I'd take it. That's a good one.
Yeah, but you're not exactly a safe person, are you?
No, I'm in any way, shape, or form. My other character already has 2, possibly even 3 trauma now. You'll probably get trauma afterwards.
I'm starting to understand why a spider might be a good a match for you two.
Yeah. But
Perhaps,
The lurk didn't
Yes.
do too much for us. He didn't get the drugs last time. No, it wasn't the
one
drugs. It was
careful
the...
person in the group.
I did get the drugs. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you did get the drugs. And it was Lurk. The Echo didn't get the money from the safe.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to get blown up in a huge explosion, and he just left.
So,
But
Bandy, I'm also going to give you another option here. Based on, because we're talking about stance. We're desperate up there because Bingo is surrounded by people trying to shoot the shit out of him, and he's about to fill the whole room with fire. I mean, Bingo's crazy, so that's that. But you said you came here before flashback style. If you want to spend 2 stress, nah. You guys did roll a crit on the engagement. If you want to spend 1 stress to have come here like extra early and like taken a lot of time to set this thing up, then we'll set you back to.
Well, we would have had plenty of time whilst Wester was doing all of the different things. Was able to make meetings set up before that, so more with the place set up. So we would have had a while. I think.
I mean, honestly though, I kind of want the XP.
Okay, no, that's great.
And I've got currently 3 stress boxes unfilled.
Yeah.
So
you are desperate, and are you using any items here?
I would be using definitely arcane implements.
Okay.
And I'd also have probably my lightning hook out. That's what I'm using to kind of conduct all of this, like get the bones in all the right places and all that.
Sure.
As you do.
Okay.
Actually, no, a better item to use. Sorry, I'll backtrack a bit. I won't be using lightning hook. I'll be using my ghost key, which is in the center, kind of positioned on top of this like pile of bones, to better facilitate the ghosts to pass from the spirit, from the ghost field into the real realm. That's what we use.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Knocking on the door, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, sure, yeah, you have great effect. You've made me the happiest girl on the Skype call. So you've got your ghost key. You took my devil's bargain. You are at desperate with great effect.
Join the club, lad.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus.
It's been better. There are better rolls to make than that. So you activate this attuning, and yeah, it's a lot of spirits. It's a bunch, but they come pouring out, and yeah, they're going up into the office room, ready to murder their former masters as you have commanded them. But usually, Bandy, you aren't terrified by spirits you summon. But then again, there's that contact you just made.
Right.
And there is a spirit in there that you did not summon. You kind of see the ground break apart. Your like shrine or whatever you built falls into an endless dark pit. And your eyes are just affixed on it by some unseen force. And in it you can see, so you start to see like glowing things. First, you think maybe they're stars you're seeing, but they aren't. They're multicolored. There's red and green ones and stuff. And as you're staring into this pit, your mind starts to reel and turn wild, with terror, awe, so many emotions, just pure madness seeping into your soul.
You're just talking about this. I'm just looking at his name on that roll, and the others just mix it up.
It's the next step is that they aren't stars; they're gemstones. These are gemstones you're seeing in just a sea of darkness. But then the pure madness comes in as you see that these gemstones are not just gemstones; they start to move, and you are staring as if through a peephole into some great vast darkness at not just a pile of gemstones, but gemstones connected to something. These gemstones are the eyes of some creature moving down there.
He who waits dreaming in the mire.
Right, relay. Yeah. Yeah. And you are, terrified and amazed.
Okay. Think.
Go ahead.
I'll try and resist that, I think.
Okay.
Losing my sanity, which would probably be a little... What would that be?
This is going to be...
Probably resolve.
Yeah, this is going to be level 3 harm, but since you have all the ghost key, you have your, arcane implements and all this, this resistance roll will avoid that damage entirely.
Okay. I think just for the sheer lols, and I've got more than enough load at the minute, I'd say it's trying to reach for my belt as my mind starts to fray, and I just managed to, let's see how successful it is at the roll, but I'm reaching for my spirit mask to try and shield my eyes and mind from whatever insanity this is.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 stress.
Alright. So you don't pass out. You get your spirit mask on your face, and as soon as you do, it's almost like your body just snaps backward. You actually lift up off the ground like you were thrown, and you land on your back. The wind is knocked completely out of you as ash sort of flies up around you in a cloud. And you're breathless for a few moments. And when you get a chance to get up and look around, you can see that hole is completely closed again. Your arcane thing is still sitting there, as if it was all just a hallucination. Okay, but you have successfully summoned spirits to murder these people in the meeting room. So, bingo.
Yep.
Well, spirits start to pour into the room. I'm not going to make you roll to be because that's not the consequence I took. You've dealt with Bandy's spirits before, actually. So you know what this is. You're not so worried about these spirits because they seem under control this time. Also, they're not chanting for your blood.
Implications.
Yeah. Bandy said this is how it's going to go this time, and it's actually going that way this time, and you're like, thank God. And the ghosts, they're up there, and they start grabbing some of the guys, and, strangling them. Some of them get their eyes burned out by ghostly thumbs pressed into them. Several of them aren't being attacked yet, and it just turns into fucking chaos, right? Bullets are flying. People are trying to pull out demon charms. Guys are trying to now break for the door and just rush past artists. What are you doing, Bingo? Is it flamethrower time?
Yeah, it was. Pretty sure as soon as I pulled that guy's head off and stuffed it onto my belt, I'm like, all right, I pull the thing off my back, and I just like finger on the trigger, and I just start screaming and laughing at the same time, and just fire that thing into the room. Just spray it. Yeah. Mostly onto the people who aren't being attacked too much, but yeah. What
action are you rolling, Bingo?
I mean, it's close quarters, so I'm gonna say skirmish, just because everything else I had 0 dice in, and I feel like, I mean, I don't know, Wreck would work. I think skirmish would work. Finesse probably not too much.
So you can skirmish with a flamethrower.
Are you okay with that? I mean, I know.
Here, but there's a consequence for doing that. Wreck is better if you're like sort of careful about it. Trying to get yourself in the right position. To blast them carefully, you're great. You're golden. You can roll that. If you skirmish with it, like you're just shooting fire around you, right? Like,
oh yeah,
you're gonna be guaranteed to take some harm. That you can resist. You can roll a resistance to negate all the fire damage you might take, but that's just gonna be on the table if you skirmish. It would be reckless. I will say that.
Definitely then. As in Bingo is many things, careful is not one of them.
Okay, so that's one resistance roll that you'll have on the table. If you take that resistance, that'll negate the fire. This is just Bingo being crazy.
Okay.
But that's aside from any resistance rolls you make because of the roll. As a matter of fact, let's roll that now just so we don't forget. It's definitely
so
prowess.
What would damage be otherwise? Like level 2, level 1?
For a flamethrower?
Yeah.
We'll say level 2. I don't want this to... Yeah, we'll say level 2.
Okay. I don't suppose you want to use your mastermind thing. Probably not.
That could be a way to fix it, yeah.
If we're expecting fire, it might have given me like some asbestos armor. I mean, if you want to keep it, that's cool. I'm just wondering, like, obviously it's your thing.
Yeah, what do you think, Artis? This is kind of the end of the mission. I mean, this would be a great time to use that so that he can skirmish without taking damage.
Okay, then. So we'll have to explain how you prepared for this.
Yeah.
Even if it's like Vaseline on my arm or something, I don't know, whatever. Like maybe I'm just really wet. You're like dunked water on me. I'm like, why?
I mean, you were planning to use the flamethrower anyway, so you might.
Oh yeah. You saw me just rock up with it, and you're like, ah.
So clearly you would have prepared something. So yeah, perhaps being wet is now.
Being wet, yeah.
Well,
we're near the river.
I don't know that water would be enough, but did you? So here's a question, Artis. Do you have a contact, right, like an alchemist or something, who gave you a tincture you could cover him in?
No, that wouldn't fit the. I don't see why I would have someone like this.
Quillen might work if you needed a connection. It's a bit of a long shot, but.
Well, that's just what we need, Artis, and I'm not making you roll anything. I just want to know, and you could know somebody like that. I mean, it's up to you. It's just you would need more than your damp to protect you from.
I've got someone too, if you need. I've got my jester. I imagine he probably eats a lot of fire and has a way of negating that.
Any chance someone I know from the Foundation deals with fiery stuff or explosives, and would have solutions to protect himself?
Okay.
I mean, since we knew we were going to play with fire, we would have to. Yep.
Well, I mean, here comes your favorite part. I need a name.
Great.
I'm so sorry.
Byron.
I guess asbestos would work. I'd be down with that.
So here's what and we forgot to do this with Laudius, but Artis, go ahead and add these guys to your strange friends. So Byron, and just put a short descriptor like we did last time, like a foundation architect or something.
I can add that he deals with fiery stuff.
Sure. Yeah, he's like a explosives expert or something like you said, yeah. And we're going to uncheck that box. Right now, he's just a guy you know. You can make him a close
Oh,
friend.
okay. I see.
Yeah. And also add Laudius to your contacts. And you can call him... I mean, he's the leader of the Servants Guild. Leader of the Servants Guild. That's who Laudius is.
I don't remember how to spell it, but it was in the list somewhere. Names. People, I guess. Nope. Names.
Okay.
Laudius. Okay.
Yeah. And mark off your mastermind armor.
Laudius.
And Bingo is going to skirmish with a flamethrower.
Yes.
I mean, you're shooting flames all around you. Like, they are totally licking up your body and covering you in fire. But the fire just kind of, like, flickers out when it lands on you. It catches for a moment and then just sort of dies weirdly as this, like, weird alchemical substance you're covered in starts to burn off and put out the flames. Yeah, so now we can roll your skirmish. The Devil's Bargain.
Well, first off, I feel like I would be remiss in not using Not to be Trifled with at least once per session. So I'm thinking, seeing as how I've got this fire protection now, instead of just standing still, what if I run through the room, spinning the flamethrower around above my head in all directions, and then just burst through the wall at the opposite end and jump out?
Yeah. Yeah, you run around, flicking it around your head like your Leatherface at the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sure, yeah, that'll give you, like, super good effect. Like, if you succeed, all these dudes are dead. Between ghosts and everything else.
What's the Devil's Bargain?
The Devil's Bargain is... This is pretty big stuff, what you guys are doing. This is super notable, and with the flamethrowers and all, it now seems
There might be a bit
like...
of heat.
Not heat. I want to tick that clock for the big guns. They also hear about somebody has a fucking flamethrower, so we need to bring somebody who maybe can deal with flamethrowers. I will tick the big guns clock just once.
What do you guys think?
We'll have already reached half of it in the first mission. That would be... But then again, I choose to tick the box, so I can't really complain, can I?
Yeah.
What do you think, Bandy?
I'm not sure I was here for the big guns clock, so it's like
Basically, it's Harridan's the noble. He Maradon, sorry. He basically he's going to hear about us and send some scoundrels to come deal with us because he's hearing all the shit about us and he's like, oh god, I got to get a squad ready to fuck with these guys because they've impersonated my crew, killed a load of my, foremen, and have flamethrowers and ghosts.
Yeah, fair enough then. Ticket.
Ticket, yeah?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd say go.
I want a ticket, but I just wanted to ask you guys.
I'd say go for it, honestly.
Yeah. Bingo says bring him on.
And this is probably a terrible idea, but do it anyway.
Well, yeah. Is it desperate or risky? I mean, it sounds a bit desperate, but
You're definitely desperate.
Oh, good. Great effect.
Rolled to me, actually. So.
Oh yeah, great effect. You're going in.
Okay. Go.
Nice.
That triple crit, boys.
Triple crit. Wow, that's a...
Of course, we tick the box on the one roll where there is no right.
Yeah, there was no need, except I wanted a ticket.
Where did you get 2 bonus dice from?
One from Not to be Trifled with.
Got you.
And one from the Devil's Bargain.
Yeah, got you.
I need to take the stress for that. I should have said if it was effect or 1D, but I assume it was a great effect already, so I wouldn't pick more effect.
No. Yeah, that Artis, you didn't slam the door shut, so you actually see this. He goes running through with the fucking flamethrower, just like spinning it around, blasting ghosts are killing people, and he's just burning them. And the last thing he does is like turn it backwards at the there's like a pack or like a tub or like something. He drops that shit off and turns it on the thing, and it fucking explodes, right? as he goes diving out the window. And it blows you backwards, like down the stairs. You go tumbling down the stairs. As the room just turns into shrapnel and death. Ghosts and the ghosts are unaffected by fire as they just kill he killed everybody in that room like many times over. And bingo, you go flying out a window, and there's like, I don't know, apparently you had planned this all along, even though the plan was to be like, yeah, we'll talk to him, then we'll go outside and lock the door, and bingo was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go do something out back real quick.
That was your plan.
you set up a bunch of mattresses or something out the window, and you were like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
How am I going to explain that Archie stays in your group? I don't know.
I want to quickly move the mattresses so it seemed more magical.
Yeah, you're still on fire when you fall, so when you hit them, the mattresses catch fire, but then the fire goes off of you because you're still covered in the slime or whatever.
Yeah, I just want to walk up to Bandy and... Is Bandy okay? I guess I'm on the ground floor now as this building is just burning again for like the third time now. And that's full of ghosts again.
Yeah. Yeah, what about you, Bandy? What are you doing as they...
And I probably gotten up and tried to recover my sanity somewhat, and but I probably hear this explosion go off and screaming ends, and
you see out a window. You see out a window. Bingo on fire, falling and laughing.
But yeah, I probably actually go to Artis first. She's we're on the stairs, and just goes over to help him up, and you all right?
So you're going to me or to the what?
Yeah, to Artis. Sorry.
Yeah, he's going to you, picking you up, dusting you off, being like, "Are you all right?"
I mean, I guess no. I'm pretty shocked. I guess it should be, yeah, slightly shocked. No. Okay, so yeah, I'm guessing I don't even reply, and I stare at the building on fire. And
Yeah.
I just kind of there's a long moment of silence again, and just look over where Bingo landed, and just he seems to have had some fun.
And then the door bursts open, and there's Bingo just walking inside. Without a scratch on him.
Yeah, I guess I walk up to you guys. I got this big fucking beaming smile, as he would. And he's holding the head of Narcus, and he's just swinging it around on its hair, and he's like, should we show let's go and tell Casket and Cortland this is how we get things done.
Alright, okay, that was a successful mission. I think we'll end there. We'll pick up downtime next time.
Yeah, do you want to just sort of figure out heat and entanglements and then go into downtime next time?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just so we don't forget.
It's a good call. I probably would forget.
We could have let you, I suppose.
Payoff, 2 rep per score by default. I'm going to give the Lost... I don't really know what the... I mean, this wasn't really a gang, but... Well, I know who you're acting against was the Council. So, Council's actually tier 5?
Oh, we're acting against the foreman, but I mean...
And then Noble as well, I suppose, kind of.
Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah, actually.
So, yeah, I'm going to give them... I mean, it's not really acting against the whole Council, so... I'm going to give 5 rep. It's still a lot of rep. That was a pretty big pull-off. That was a pretty big job. And... you do get some coins. I'm going to give you guys 3 coins. Basically, you can split 1 coin amongst each of you. You know, there's loot in there, right? You can scrounge up some stuff. Plus, you've done a decent enough job that you guys are starting to see some payoff for that. I think Cortland and Casket are well pleased, and they actually reach into their own pockets and pass you guys on some coins to show a vote of confidence, saying like, yeah, you guys are doing good. And so each of you can take a coin, and then heat. Well, here we go.
Well, there's a flamethrower involved. There's going to be some heat.
+1 heat for a high-profile target. Yeah. +1 heat if it happened on hostile turf. Yes. +1 heat if you're at war, which you're not yet. Congratulations.
Yet.
+2 heat if killing was involved. If I could give. I mean, am I sure you're not at war? You're not at war yet. You're not at war yet. You're gonna be soon, but not yet. We're gonna do 4 heat. That was loud and chaotic. It was high exposure, but it wasn't devastating.
Wasn't quite wild.
I mean,
yeah.
But who actually saw that? All the witnesses
People heard it.
Yeah, everybody's gonna hear about this pretty fucking fast.
Fair enough.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's definitely 4 heat. And let's have Artis had never rolled a entanglement before.
What?
So entanglement is a thing that happens every downtime. Trouble spurs
repercussions,
up.
basically.
Yeah. So you're going to roll 2 dice. We're going to take the lowest. Just 2d6 for you.
And we're on heat 4-5, right?
Something. Yes.
Okay. Hey, good news. So this is gang trouble or questioning. Gang trouble is about cohorts getting angry. There are no cohorts. Questioning is about bluecoats grabbing NPCs.
Well, there's a lot of NPCs to go after. We had a lot of people involved.
There are. Do this for me, Artis. Now we're gonna make just a fortune roll. It's just 1d6. Somebody got nabbed and got asked questions.
Oh, there is roll fortune. Can I click on this or?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it'll ask you how many dice. You just put 1. Okay. Now usually that adds heat. But I'm gonna fill up the big guns. Let's have a fight. Let's have a real fight.
Wow, it didn't take long.
Well,
Then hears about it all at once. Like 4 people come in. Like, so we've got reports of ghosts, flamethrower.
But here's how we're gonna set it up. Because I didn't say you guys are at war. I mean, he hears about this, but he still doesn't know who did it. So the big guns are gonna show up, and they're gonna be trouble, right? But they don't know it's you, right? They're not coming after you yet. But you do hear about this, like, yeah, Holtz Marden is sending in some heavy hitters to deal with trouble in Dunslow.
Seems fair.
And I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what you guys do. You're not screwed by any means. Actually, you're doing pretty fucking good, actually. But we'll start with downtime next time. Let's do XP. So Artis. Oh, we forgot to mark every time you did a desperate roll.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You have 2. You can read. You can read back and see. So.
I think I only got 1.
Yeah, the desperate command, controlled sway,
Yeah.
risky study, risky command. Yeah, just the one on resolve. Yeah.
So if you see on your character sheet, there are those little next to resolve. There's those little check boxes.
Yeah, just fill one of those up.
I'm not seeing it.
Here.
Just above, like literally above a tune, there's those 6 white boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's that's your XP. So when you get to the max, you can clear it and add one to one of those stats.
Okay. There is something. Oh, playbook advancement. It is for the.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get that by just. You can put your XP. Well, the XP you get at the end of the session, you can put that in playbook advancement or into your skills or like a mix.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
for example, we're going to do that right now. So, did you address a challenge with calculation or conspiracy?
Guess conspiracy. I'll try to gather the foreman to deal with a fictive threat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So you can mark an XP, and you can either put that on your playbook advancement, or you can put that into one of your skills, insight, prowess, or resolve.
And so if I complete the playbook advancement again, another skill.
And you get a new special move, like
Okay.
Mastermind or you already have Mastermind, one of those type ones.
I see. Sure, I'll go for the playbook advancement then.
Okay. And then, did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I did. I stole some letters. Well,
Yeah.
not even stole the letters, but read them and stole information.
Yeah, that's definitely worth an XP.
Well, let's continue with the playbook advancement then.
And you don't have traumas, and we haven't dealt with your vice yet, so you didn't suffer from those. But there you go. That's your XP.
Okay.
And Bandy, you definitely use some arcane power. That's your XP.
Yep.
Cheeky bit of arcane power.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I mean, sort of with the whole.
I'd say you did. We're saying about the red sashes, you would defend them.
Oh,
You've come to a peaceful solution.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that would be the vice or trauma. Well, it was rather vice, not trauma.
Oh yeah, that is
Oh,
your voice. That's true.
And then the belief, heritage, and background and all that would be the more the way I set up the bones and all that shit. But and either or really.
No, those sound good. Yeah, that would be 2 XP for both of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Not 2 XP
So
for both, but 1 XP for both, so 2 more XP.
Yeah.
You got it.
So, right, and 2 XP for the arcane or 1 XP.
1 XP for arcane.
Right.
1 XP for drives. 1 XP for vice.
Fair enough.
So 3 total. Yeah.
Still enough to advance. Hooray!
Yay. All right, and bingo.
Ayo.
Yeah, you went reckless like mad.
Every game.
So that's 2
What from last
XP.
session?
And did we get beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I was talking a little bit about that with the when I do work for people, I leave everything else behind. I'm just like, I'm working for you now.
Sure.
A little bit. I don't know if you could say that.
Yeah, that's an XP. I like that.
Didn't get to do much of Ruby and stuff, but give it a rest. Challenge with threats or violence. Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, take an XP for that also.
1 or 2.
Let's just do 1 there, because I definitely gave you 2 for reckless. You were more reckless.
Yeah,
Your
that's
violence
fine.
was all kind of all at once.
Yeah, very quick. Okay, it's fine.
Cool. All right, so so we will pick back up next time. Everybody, are we good for the same time next week? Noon?
Sure.
6 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you guys then. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for running, Justin.
All right. Bye.
And nice to meet you. Yeah.
Actually, it's fine.
Oh, I think this one. Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll see you guys.